That's flashed out and slipped back in again for Barbados. Bit of error play, and that's just thrown away to Trinidad. So that's not clever play by Barbados, who were looking good off the back of the ruck. And Trinidad scrum on, Yetming up and took that in. The referee's not happy. That's going to come out of the ruck. He's blown it up and gives the scrum to Trinidad, right in the centre of the park. Both these teams, Trinidad had a very strong game against the Cayman Islands on Sunday, and Barbados in an exciting game against Mexico, where ran out winners by 21-20 and in a game that changed sides. Kick by Trinidad in for it, but it's a mishandling by Barbados. So a little bit of errors at this stage given to Narcon, but the referee's playing advantage on that, but his arm's up for the advantage. Barbados win the ruck. Poor passing across the back line. 3 decrees. No advantage. He's going to add her up very quickly indeed, and so the referee calls them back. And Paul Bretts, that is, well known from the United States and the Cayman Islands on a number of occasions. So he enjoys it here and just get into the. So Bajan put in, and I'm sure now you know, but Barbados, for Barbados, called Bajans. The brands are very well known and excellent rum. Okay, so Bajans, Grumhart, Denniston Shepherd puts in, and again some scrappy, and gives the Trinidad throw it. Adam Frederick at number tall chap standing at the back. He's giving in a call. He had an excellent well on Sunday. Worked on Sunday. Not very well challenged by Barbados. In their own. And scrum half Bernard Yetming turns now. It might. Okay, excellent drop goal by Trinidad over the post. And puts Trinidad 3 up. And Brendan Trinidad fly half, number 10. Well, so the call in by Hendrick. Obviously a well drilled move and work well for Trinidad. So 3-0. 3 to 4 minutes into the game, Trinidad have the advantage. So we'll see. Long way to go yet. But the breeze this afternoon has dropped a bit, so it's still very, very hot by Trinidad. But the referee's playing of advantage as well. Drive well over the Trinidad 10 metre line in the middle of the park. There's a ruck set up. By Trinidad, well, very exactly in the middle. They managed to recover it on the ruck, but they're on their own 10 metres. And Bob ahead. He gets a very good bounce for himself, but Trinidad pick it up and trying to dive, but Trinidad back is tackled, and so the number 9 takes it again into the action as all scrum up. So somebody coming up now to take over the position. It's going to be pick and charge. And usually the forward actually passed it off at that danger into a ruck situation. The scrum button's on his feet again now, and hard ground for people. Barbados pick it up well, and crosses inside to the scrum half. His tackle, ball drops forward. They've got mind. And the ruck forms in the centre of the park. The advantage on it. So the ball comes out fast. Kick ahead by Brendan O'F. The points thus far for Trinidad. And he finds a good the Bay 2 on the far side of their park. The sun warm still, cloudless blue sky, and, swinging round on its journey towards its Bahamas beat Jamaica. Jamaica will play Cayman on Saturday morning. So confident somebody might have a word with so I don't know whether he's going to have they might know whether they have a word with it seems let it scrum was given, and then in this so Mexico went through in the plate final, and then right, scrum forward side, scrum half puts in, has the ball solidly at the back of the scrummage, passes along the line, misses the outside, so he's put it out for Kidane Silverthorne to turn to the corner. He scores in the corner of the pitch. Nicely worked move by Trinidad, straight off the back of that. Brendan Yeckman to pass, no foul. Kirk and to Dexter Snaggs, who put Silverthorne in, raced in a corner, put Trinidad even further ahead. So after only 8 minutes, and Brendan Farrell, Brendan, just kicks. Trots up, and the win is to the win. It's through, and the touch line. And Farrell still got it there on 10-0. But the pressure's work try. Barbados a tad slow getting across, and the missing out of the inside. Well worked move for Trinidad.
Never.
Very well taken. Back to Trinidad. Passes it back to his captain. Barbados. Cheater in Trinidad gain a around 10. So, touch. I'm sure you all know the laws. You kicked a touch from your penalty, you get and to have the line on the side of the park, just a grandstand. Into commentary on the and all the surrounds we've renewed over the last 3.5 years. Damaged in catastrophic Hurricane 2000 and placed to shreds. There's Trinidad good on the and again to move, ploughing into the box and running through the defence, pulling the defence. So bundle into touch and carry the ball out with him. So the Bajans in. They're having to during the stages. They're short, so it'll be up to consider tactic for them and to dancing around. But Trinidad have stolen it very well, and back of the ruck. They're going to go a pick and run rather than a back run attack. Took a roll, which they're excellent at when they were playing on Sunday. So very difficult to stop when they get going. There's the fly half O'Farrell through, going back towards his forwards. He's made a few yards. The ball's picked out again, and the back line definitely on. They've missed out. They've put in. There must be. There's an extra man, and Kidane Silverthorne goes in for his second in 3 minutes. So pressure by Trinidad paying off. It's an excellent workout since Barbados lost their own line on the far side of the park. Pressure again with the fly half who dancing and jinking through back to forwards, drew in defence and ball right across the park for Silverthorne to score in the corner and run through. An overlap like that, it's just a case of having to catch the ball. Yeah, so a fair bit field for Farrell this time. Is about 6 metres in from the touchline. He's brought it back for the 2. He's making note that the wind is still coming across the park towards the post he's at, and so a bit over to the right hand side, but he's put in a tap one and the wind, so he's missed out on that conversion, but Trinidad advanced to 15 and Barbados trouble the scorekeeper. So Barbados got to come back into this game fairly sharpish because we've got a steep hill to. Which should be interesting in Cayman because the highest point is the mountain, only 60. Okay, a bit long. Down to trap the ball. The neat trapping of the feet ball, and look at these Trinidadians race away down that right-hand wing. Andre Cabrera really showing some legs, but Barbados there pushing and driving onto the right, driving very well. So that's a bit better for Barbados. They'll be pleased with that. And then yeah, it's a good break. But I would have said that was a tad forward. Career spotted it. Well done, Paul Brett. So he's that forward. So a scrummage on the 10-metre line, about 50 metres in. Pardon, I'm stealing real estate there. 15 metres in. Nice attack from. So can take of it. Yeah, people getting a few to the commentary box now. People coming in. For the nobody's turned up with any chocolate cake yet, but you never know. Somebody's just brought me my first one of the day. So, okay, just the is there and ball bound. Obviously, on Trinidad coming out of it, so the scrum's reset, almost in the same spot with Barbados to put in, but a lot of pressure there from Trinidad that scrum. So Barbados will be tad concern about for our viewers, our Stolt supporters, just if we're filming it, and I can assure them we are. It's going out all over the website to 32 countries. Okay, Trinidad again. Silverthorne attack kicks over the top. It's bad, but difficult to pick up, but it's put back. Oh, and the Bajans well managed to pick away some dangerous play by, when I say dangerous as survival goes, and playing the ball in with people as on Trinidad are extremely dangerous as far as that goes. So as far as, I mean, scores against you, dangerous play. But Trinidad has on, and it's a Barbados to kick out, which by Trinidad fullback, Kilgore, follows up on his kick and completely barrels the Bajan on the floor, but he's hurt his own shoulder. We've got stuff penalty, very kickable position for them. There's 2 half in the centre of the park, and that's Farrell's got a shot with who down on the ground after tackle, absolutely full. by the Trinidad shoulder. Hardly hit it. So it's a stoppage for injuries. Kelsin Figueroa recovered from his knock. He's shaking. Came out, and so he's okay. Self. He's all right now. And we're just seeing. Martin Vargas been around a while. He used to be a British cop one time, and he's made as well. So might be that they're still ready to carry on. For not injured, which is good news because we're a couple of nights in the tournament with broken back, neck injuries. So we're seeing people take note. It's good. Aims up, it looks good, and it is good. 3 points. So Trinidad really piling on the pressure onto this Beijing. 18-0, 27, 28 on the clock. So it's a long way to go. Sunday, Barbados for 8 points to 3 or so, and Mexico 2018 in front, and then the post 21-18 Mexico. So anything can happen, and even the top grade throws has happened to him many times. I'm going to kick. This 350 pure Trinidad as Roberts took it on. Silverthorne, he's a dangerous little player. Well, Trinidad great in off the ball. Silverthorne again, he fancies. That might be a tad. 2 card, which comes back to where it. Nowadays, if you kick the ball through, you kick it too hard, it goes out over the back line. Then the ball's brought to the opposition. So, in case from an attack, honest attack, error kick to as Barbados about and as you can see about 9 meters. So no, it's not scrummed very well. So, fortunately, one of the young the junior runs out and I'm glad I wasn't in there. Now that was an interesting from the half. But seen that happen, Denniston Shepherd, I think slapped from his teammates for that one. His boot instead of diving on it, and not helped him at all. So now become halfway line. No, Farrell jinks inside, turns, puts the ball, and Trinidad still have the ball. The hooker's got it. He plays it back. Ruck forms right in front of us. Barbados then. So Adam Frederick, the captain, picks on and charges in. And again, setting the ball up. Ball again, O'Farrell puts it inside to Dexter Snaggs. And another ruck right in the centre of the park, short of the line in the half. But Trinidad have this ball, and this is Adam Frederick's calling for a pick and run, trying to set up a maul because Trinidad has shown how good they are at that. There is snagged. Beijing's are not rolling the tackle. Referee again. So Farrell stands up, and I imagine with the wind direction in his position on the park, he's going to have to put his team somewhere deep into the 20 for a line out. And he kicks. He's probably not as far as he would have liked, but it's still not a bad kick. He's just short of the 22, and as with this situation, it means that Trinidad have the in rather at the now. So it's all Trinidad, and they're the ones who are showing the strength and most of the skills at the moment, with occasional flashes from Barbados. So, not running around. It's wobbling around, but Fred gets it, puts it down. They're all up, and they're so set for the rolling ball that they're so good at. Barbados look ready for them. They go in and right. More falls to pieces, but the ball's still with Trinidad. Passed out. Farrell then passes it wildly. It's just on by cornered. A referee playing advantage at the moment for Barbados. And Drummond realised it's just got too messy. It's not anywhere, and it goes for the scrummage. So the Abajan put in on their own, just around 10-metre line, just around 20 metres. So one of the Abajan can't quite is around being tended to, but they're out with the water and the magic sponge. Reacting to that, so I have the feeling that he's going to be up in there, so just breathe it in and get his. The late afternoon crowd continues to build at the sound of the FSG, we fondly refer to it as, which had to reduce the amount of people now over on the side of the park, which probably makes it look as to yourselves that there's not a lot here, but because of the size of the ground and to a big match like people over there line. Good. Well, everybody's on the field. The magic worked its trick. He calls the scrums together, and most people took a drink. Again, in this hole, you really have got to keep hydrated. It's only Mad Dog in this midday sun. Referee's not the front row. He's offering some healthy words of advice and up in for the instructions of pause and then engage. Out and the Bajan scrum off, then he push, flip back, right. Sean Ward, the 22, who's been in, he's had a couple of matches short. He's a fella, but he keeps trying to get involved, but he's had the best of thus far. Yeah, so we listeners and from I understand around the world, so I want to start this to our listeners. And Joe San to our Cantonese. And so and the fullback had come into the line again. Quebec showing a fleet of foot over there. The knock go to the but some excellent ground made by Trinidad. Gives it from Barbados on their own 20 far to the park. So, pretty much covered with sun still, and even here grandstand the sun is blazing in the alcove, so feeling pretty warm myself. Most is the plan advantage, the ref there. Farrell dropped it to his knee to try to pretend he was drop gigging it, I think. Well, big charge, and Trinidad charging to try and get the try, but the referee determined that there's certainly no advantage for Barbados, and that one calls it another. This time in the centre of the park, just 22. Still pressure on Barbados. Lightly coming off this scrum, the light back and try and out and make some ground up the park by kicking deep, because Trinidad number 4 I see now is just giving young a wave to drop it, but no, it's not up the park. Looking, and they get a bit of free here on the to the right of me and down the park. So a nice kick will down quite a long way. So Scrum engages again. It's won again by Trinidad. This is awful for Trinidad. No wonder Silverthorne decided to go. I know Farrell showing the skill, slips a tackle, wiggles round, and a great ball. Just out. Just from his, just to the left of the post. So they really are piling it. Creating a hill to climb for Barbados, but a absolute mountain. So well into the scorecard here. He's got his first try of the day, but he's got a conversion and a goal and a penalty to his already. So he's got the set. He's got the whole set. Farrell is a drop, a penalty, a conversion, and a try. No, and somebody being told probably nowhere finished yet, and that's probably right. This is less than 30 minutes into the game, and he slots that. Yes, I thought he had, and the touch judges agree with me. 17 points. Well, I'm fairly poor at maths. I think that's 25-0. So it is. It's been a bit of a mountain now for Barbados. They've got to get back out of this. 25-0 at 30 minutes. Hello, Sydney. Joined in the commentary by Sydney. Used to be here. Grand Cape. Afternoon, Sydney. Is everything you? Yeah. In the second game, Bahamas, Jamaica. Bahamas beat Jamaica. Yeah. I understand so. Yeah. And Bermuda. Gonna beat Bermuda reasonably well. And then, of course, this is the concerning final. It's 25-0 as we speak. Turned up from the. Oh, I thought you just. No. Again, the crowd. Hello, Doug. The crowd is here, fine and supporter and extra. Once, and I have to be careful how you say that. For Cambridge. So.
The rugby's not, but the horseman
From Japs, good citizen. One of the founder members of the Cayman. So the thing you see here is absolute here it up. Okay, back to play because that's what you want and watch. And Barbados trying an attack from the 22, but Ben Petit is well by Trinidad, and Trinidad are absolutely on a surge today. They're looking very, very strong, and they're rolling it forward, and they've set up a mall, and they're just munching the way forward down the ground and into the Bajan 22, and now a rucks form. Barbados put it out. Farrell puts it out again. Here we go, number 15, the fullback, Kelsin Figaro into the action. Ruck forms again. There's at the back of it. It goes down, and immediately Robert Stone, the flanker, runs in. He's pushed out into, and it's Bajan managed to halt that attack, and there's a line out just inside the Bajan 22, but it's there put in. So Barbados still the keeper. We'll have to get my electronic arm for the next piece of monitor. The ball's thrown low and to the front of the Barbados line, and they in turn themselves try to set up a roll-in maul. And I think if they're not careful, penal line, I can stick up the ball's now. It's past. And Barbados have a run, and again it's young Sean Ward having a charge down the pitch. He's skinny young lad, but he's got long legs, and he's taking it up in 11 metres in. This is the best attack I think that Barbados have shown thus far. Passed in, fired by Kirk Anderson. I'm sorry, Kurt Johnson, and a little bit of slap and nothing serious. More than handbags at Yeah, Kurt Johnson for Barbados started right. One Bajan line on his back, and I think yeah, a couple of the players lying on the ground and just out of the leg. This is Trini number 6, which is Wayne. He needs some water. So, a bit of excitement for Barbados. Attack. They've got a penalty. And their half, Ben Petit, who was well in the action on, walks back to take the kick. So they're trying to get back into the game here by getting on the scoreboard and starting the long climb to even against this very strong showing Trinidad. That kick, a tad, and it was, but it's very well followed up by Barbados. Well, I don't know how he managed not to score there. He caught hands free. Trinidad picked it up and now kicked it into touch on the far side of the park. So I've recovered well indeed. Thank you, Snap. Very welcome. It's not actually a chocolate cake. I've just been at a nice of sparkling ale, which I shall consume with relish, I can assure you. I'm not allowed to tell you where it's from, but it's certainly Antipodean. The brewery, that is. So, Bajans have the ball, centre park. Forwards trying. There might have been suggestion of crossing, and certainly the crowd felt that way, but the referee see it the same way as the crowd, which is often the case. The ball flashes into touch from a mis-aimed pass. Barbados giving Trinidad and Tobago the throw about 8 metres from their own line. So thus far, it must be said though, Trinidad in the line have been fairly solid, and they'll be looking to take this ball and drive it away from their line, get them into safe before laying it back for a kick for touch further down the park. So there goes Adam Frederick. He only just down those. The hooker's got it. That's an attempt. Hooker kick it for safety out of him from the line. Probably not the safest thing he's ever done. He gets a tap on from his chums. I'm not sure it was congratulatory or slap. Some scrum to Trinidad, about 15 metres out from their own. So scrums have been set in far. Trinidad have been showing so they should be fairly safe at the back bit. Barbados there having a really good charge and kick, but it missed by the Bajan fullback. He completely misjudged. And Anthony Omar Bino won't be too with it, not reading that as well as him, and it leads so the ball bobbles and goes into touch on the Bajan 10-metre line, but it's still put in. So good attacking position, a good attacks broken down by the Trinidad defence. It looked they were going to make something out of that. So Barbados, short and line, he throws it straight to the Trinidad number 4, who's a big fella. He shrugs off one attempt, shrugs another attempt by the 7 for Barbados, Philip Lucas, and Trinidad, another try. So disaster really that for Barbados, and puts them 30-0. The number who went over. Who got the score?
Peter Bacchus.
Peter Bacchus. So number 4, what a grand shot by him. Shrugged off tackles, them aside. The chaffs have went in over there, so that puts 30 points in front with about 30 on. A little bit of injury time, of course. We've seen on the park a few times people. So Bajans getting down there behind their own line. Coaching, getting the down, but coaching to get some of the confidence back in and see what they this back out. So Has to be said, Trinidad so strong, very, very strong display on, and this is a very display again. Oh, what's up? Felician Guerra, Chad Hooker, trying shot at goal. Obviously, hadn't realised the post to the middle of the park whilst he was lining up. So, score remains, or is at 30-0. Lovely charging try from the 10 metres forward to the try line. Two tackles by Peter Back. Trinidad firmly control, 30-0. Barbados kick off. Bounce, Barbados collect it. Barbados trying his best. He's obviously that talk behind the lines work. Puts it back into Stephen Miller. Forms just inside. 20. Again, Barbados up trying to put it out across the line. A bit slow passing and wobbly. Trinidad are up and out go Trinidad. Charge through the line here. Trinidad number 2 is forward. I think the referee is given a penalty try indeed. What he said, the referee quite the ball was going. Trinidad was going for the ball. He was taken before he had the ball, and Paul Brett awarded a penalty try, and he looks to be looking in the pocket for an early lead. There's a first yellow card of the tournament, is it? First yellow card of the tournament. Oh, okay. For Barbados. Yeah, so first yellow card of the Barbados. Trying to save what was going to be a and now is. So now advanced to 35, and their hooker much closer in this time. Gets the conversion, so it's Felician Guo is on the score, and that's 32. My math friend confirms it's 32-0. 32-0 to Trinidad. I would. I saw how Mexico came back. It's my children here and the commentators, but co-commentator here. We're just discussing games Sunday and how this is going, and we are surprised that there's such a big gap before half-time of 32-0. It's a big mountain to climb. For Trinidad, 10. 37. Yep. Yeah, the old scorecard rattling along so fast. I missed slap on the wrist from the teacher there. I only got a C grade this afternoon. It's 37-0. That's a poor kick by Trinidad, and just go back on Antonio, who's and he's got to rally his troops and over the top Trinidad, and Barbados get a penalty, which they got, but the rest of his team to know what's going on. So it's kick over, and young Silverthorne, the wing side, and off go Trinidad again. Big fellas like that off your left foot doesn't always work. Not many. That's number 5, Jason Clark, but it's enough. He put it in the half-time whistle. So huge ladies to come back to 7 at half-time. So both teams coming well. And, I'm going to them. So right, go and put your kettles on, have a cup or coffee, whatever's your favourite. But it's enough in the day for you to have a nice or whatever you fancy. So I'll be back in a few minutes until another cold. All right, I can swear now. Okay. Yeah, I lost the there, I think, somewhere. Oh. a strong team, mate. Strongest there is going. It doesn't surprise me at all when Mexico came again. Mexico didn't get too far in front. But it then shows how strong Mexico is too. So I'll be amazed. On Sunday, people were saying, I said, look, people are slagging off the Cayman side. I'll be amazed if this team. 37-0 now. 37-0. I'll tell you this much, the commentator here making me talk about on the web. Yakking up. I've got to get me. Yeah. I just say time like folks. So go and put the kettle on, have your cup of tea or coffee, or get a cold and take tea, and I'm going to have another cold one. And you come up talking to me and realise, I said, Nicole, could join me in the commentary box. I said, he's not brought me a chocolate cake, but he does seem to have a cold one for me. Shadows starting to lengthen, but we're still very warm afternoon. And crowd really coming in. At work, we're expecting a really full day on Saturday. So if you're, I hope you are. Come and join us. It's a town ground and just outside the capital of Grand Cayman Islands, for that matter, of the Georgetown. It's just outskirts, right on the South Sound. Beautiful location, as you can see, right across from the beach, out onto the Sound. Circle to the south, and beautiful field put together over the 3.5 years. We were hit by Hurricane Ivan. Probably left here. Certainly there was no grass and great big holes in the tree trunks and the contents of people's houses. Everybody in this region and in the time knows what I'm talking about. But today we're having none of that. We've put the place together well, and it's looking spick and span, and I think it looks absolutely lovely for a country that's only got a 1,000 population. I think boast about that pitch, and that's exactly what I'm doing. But I get so here we come. So, Trinidad, 36 points. Barbados yet to trouble the scorecard. Kicking left to right as you see them. Red and black colours of the beige, they're familiar, and yellow. Then hard talk at half time. When you points, and it's a lot for the deep. You think, oh well, we've lost this one. To get people to keep battling is a very so. Hopefully, skipper Antonio, who's outside the wing, has given them and Trinidad, of course, they'll be looking to O'Farrell, the very experienced Trinidad flies off. Bob the ball, ruck forms, ball's put, kick long from their own 20. The grandstand area for a throw in, almost their own, just inside the Bajan half, just a step forward inside the Bajan half. Martin Vargas, experienced policeman at the front of the line, been very Bajan rugby scene. He's number 15 on his back as Trinidad hooker Felician Guerra goes to throw. He throws it long, caught by the back of the picked up, and little dummy sprint through the gap down Three means that it's not ever Trinidad and scrum area where in the two games that they played in the tournament, very strong, very solid. Agent come out. Not this one up. Want to play? If he wins this, gets plays in the final 4 p.m. out, which is Saturday. So now 5:20 p.m. if you want to, so you don't mention on Saturday. It was from half to referee. That's not the case. And there's a good ball, good run, ball's taken in again, and taps forward for his players to run it forward. Captain Antonio Gibbons just to kick the ball into 5 meters out from his line. Best thing to do when you got a couple of these very, very Trinidad bear you intent on straight through you. And little there, I think the Cayman fullback, if he's here and watching, that to do that on Sunday, and Trinidad scored as a so in a very good attacking position. They have the throw in meter line, ball sent. Frederick takes it. The Maul takes it. Adam Frederick playing a real captain's game. Is the bait seem to down and signals advantage to Trinidad. But yet because that is still way forward, but running in. So the push back, and referee determines there's no advantage coming out for Trinidad and penalises us for pulling down more against the laws. Trinidad there to take points now. So Farrell kicks it another on the 5 from a penalty. You know, those of you know, those who don't, you kick the ball in penalty, then you get the throw in. So the advantage is still which very attacking. Throw it front of the line. Trinidad have drive towards, and they're almost line. Just throwing everything into try. There's the ball back. It's passed out, misses out. So Barbados still, but Barbados the pick, but referee's not happy. Another penalty for Barbados in the ruck, trying to bring the ball back. She's a run attempt. Adam Frederick, the Trinidad captain, who's obviously turned his name on the score sheet, but not to be. He's ball back, and Trinidad have opted for the scrum decision. So do that. You don't kick for penalty. You can decide if you want your award penalty. You go for the scrum. And that's exactly done. Good decision. 5 meters out. Sort of situation that 9-10 you'll score from. So from myself, that afternoon breeze that we'd enjoyed to the day where 20 wins is gone. Well, Barbados really put the pressure on, but Frederick out ball, he lays it back, well captured. O'Farrell has it, he dubs inside. Farrell going in for his second, is he? Yes. Oh, he managed to jink round 2 or 3. That is stuff. It was like a shot of water. You've got to give O'Farrell that one. That's his second of the day. Another one. You'll have to pay the fine you do it here. You have to buy a case of beer and for the rest of your team if you score 3 tries. Excellent experience play. Swill over the hip and over it goes. Managed to have 3 tackles. Ball a couple of times and straight in. So That's got Trinidad rolling the ball again, rolling the scoreboard over again. And, come right on me this time. It's 40. Goes tries the for his own try, and it looks to me. There we are. It's 44. Is it 44-0 to Trinidad?
Trinidad with him 6 paces. We went down.
Trinidad now moved to 50 in the world. Result of losing have dropped to 66th place in. An idea about where these teams are in world standing. So certainly climbing up the board. Now they're in the 50, which is congratulations to them. And well today inside Trinidad game. But well, how Barbados stopped in the middle of the park. They're on Trinidad, but long pass out to the Trinidad fullback who takes it. He's on the floor. The Rooks has the ball up. Barbados slow there, I felt. Farrell, a long looping pass to Dexter Snags, and he snagged it all right. And they're really showing what they can do, and they're driving in 20. Comes again, picked up off the ankles by that. It's tapped forward. Barbados captain is a bit slow in picking that up. He's right on his own line, and Trinidad are all over him. The ball's bobbling loose, and as a referee given it, and it has indeed. So Farrell again.
That's
Who's that? Robert Stone managed to get in there. So a little ball, and it was Farrell. I thought it was. Yeah. It was a good run through by Robert Stone, but I felt that got his try there. And I'll just check with my commentary box. Says Man City. As you remember, I ex-president of the club here. I think it was O'Farrell's third, wasn't it? Did he leap on that underneath the post?
It's certainly second since I've arrived. It could be his third.
There you go. And statistics, Sidney Coleman confirms my view.
5 years old.
Yes, and I would say very experienced boots, and sticking in, very experienced legs in the boots. So really is a little bit of a rout. So
Huge embarrassment.
they've just got to stick to the guns and keep working. They're just working and chugging away. They're not apart. So fresh ball goes out. One of our youngsters program takes the ball out into the centre. Ball picked high and taken by on the 22. O'Farrell still in the action. 3 tries now. Managed to jump and into that by Beijing in that last attack, and the ball pinned loose, rolling under the pieces, a chase for the ball, and O'Farrell was there, the first man to it, and the referee was close to say yes, that's a try. So Trinidad well in front, and I just feel that this is just Trinidad are playing for Barbados too. All Barbados can do, I think, at this stage is just show the spirit and heart that we know they're capable of, and keep showing the spirit. And poor old Sean, he lets that bounce again, but he's picked it up, and good man, he's really had a good there. He's into the half, the Trinidad half. So he could mistake. Barbados still running it. Having a number 13. He's broken here. He's got some. He's put it in. His captain, who's really well tackled. He throws it back for the 12. A slight knock on, I think, from number 12 was unfortunate. That was a good cross by Barbados, and they've given up, and they're showing plenty of heart coming back, having been so fine. 51. So. Trinidad well in front. It's unusual in a final to have a different score. It's 51-0 Trinidad. That is a huge gap and a huge score. Two teams fighting down in a semi-final for that in scores is most unusual. But Trinidad have shown that they've come here determined, and they're certainly sights on not only winning the cup competition here, but going forward to the next stage, representing the region at the next of the Rugby World, which will be the Southern Cone B teams. So Sean goes and manages to regain the ball on the first bounce. It went back, puts it back in, but he's certainly still on the Bajan side, and Barbados back the scrum half. The long ball out, but the Barbados passing is certainly suffering, and that's just been thrown in land. 12 back has it, but he's tackled and he's swarmed on by Trinidad. See how Barbados ball out of it in the match which they're hoping. It's untidy, but Barbados do bring it out. So good work by their pack, and the ball's into the Trinidad, and it's very well by Trinidad. They allow it to roll right through to the dead ball zone. As a consequence of that, again by kicking it, the advantage switches Barbados. So the kick with the bouncing ground, it's gone through, and the ball comes about 60 metres for an input by Trinidad. So the work effort there shown by Barbados comes to naught. Trinidad have the put in. Their scrum, the 10-metre line in the Bajan half, and certainly there's O'Farrell, misses out. He puts it inside to his fullback, who stands up against the tackle. The ball back, picked up, kicks it high, up and Kurt Johnson, number 12, he back to Farrell. Farrell looked good. He's got to be 45 if he's a day. Barbados in desperation. All does he get him? And O'Farrell, moment in time, has got to be the man of the match. He picks up the ball, to him penalty down the park, and kick. His aim's good, excellent. Just short to the. He's having an excellent day. So 5-metre line out. What an attacking position! 50 points to throw. Still terrible scorer, and still a bit to go. So the Trini hooker waits. Bajans move the line. Go centre of the line. There they go for the rolling ball and move towards the line. It's a ball lying on the floor at the back of it. The ball just sitting at the back. As Trinidad pick it out. Now will they go for another charge in? Then dummy, and the freeze. You can see, saw the dummy run was a block in there. There's a ball. Barbados and Barbados not giving this up. Unfortunate error in the lane on, and despite the brave attempt to try and run, get them on the scorecard, all it's done is given Trinidad a scrum meters, perhaps a bit than that, inside the Bajan 20 with Trinidad. So we'll go to points on the score as a result of that. Barbados making a substitution with Edward coming on the front row. Been hot work for the Bajan today. Been putting absolutely intense pressure by Trinidad. Trinidad all round have been in every part of the match. One or two players from Barbados, but here come Trinidad again, throwing it out. Well tackled by on the Trinidad fullback, Kelson Figaro. They managed to get the ball, and here we go. Farrell a lot out, picked up by the 5 after but referee quite rightly decrees a knock on. Jason Clark from not so good a pass. Farrell is probably at this time of the day, so it's about 15 metres. So folks, we're set for a really good full rugby on Saturday here in the Cayman Islands. We go through this without mentioning it. Frederick off the back of his scrum, push it out, but Trinidad on the attack, inside the Agent 22, the of a ruck. And, the referee decides that the best way to settle this one is call everybody back to the It's a good place to sit because they're in the on the far side of the park. So a little bit of for them. No, the shadow, as you can probably see, thin and across the ground. 20-6 here is Cayman. Joined the commentary box by the Victor from this morning. So they'll be looking forward to the play final. So the officials just in our cards, looking at the officials. One of the officials, Robinson, has been free for a long time, been head of the Free Society in the West Indies. So we start and he gives the number 20. Dad, substitute Nayu Co. Said that right. Runs on the park to take position left wing and replacing Andre Cabrera. Trinidad had the scrum, very hard pull. O'Farrell loops, long loop out. Trinidad number 12 who dived in, Kirk again, and his number 10 O'Farrell again. He puts it inside. He's out, but again, and he's being driven back somewhat by. Not going to give this up to. They're still fighting. They still have the ball. Up a roll. They're inside. Bajan fighters, but are so determined to defend the penalty on the 5 metre line. Penalty to Trinidad, looking for a run, but it's mine. And Adam, the cap, kicks it into touch for a 5 metre line out. Trinidad on the horn, determined to stretch the leader even more on the board, and looking forward, sure, sorting themselves out. They've got a couple of days before they have to play the final against Guyana, and itself promises to be a very good So Farrell passes it ball. There, Trinidad, not to get the knock-on awarded against them. Referees is not given it, and the Wolves come out inside anyway. So, the advantage anyway. They kick it into touch, and with the sound of a white ho in the back, somebody's obviously got an interesting tune on the phone. Line out. Had to throw on the Bajan 22 on the far side of the park. So that's the touch judge is from man Alistair. He's club stalwart, club man of the year. He's with the youth program, so excellent volunteer and well done on the line. So there they go on the attack again. Bajan still defending stoutly. They're doing the out this attack. And thick of the action, passes the ball inside. Out it comes. Farrell again. That was an attempt at goal. It didn't work very well, but it bounced off a Bajan boot. Comes back, and Trinidad on the ground. It's ripped out by the number 7, Barbados, Philip Lucas. But it looks as though Philip's going to have he might be almost near time for a bath. He's getting told off about what he's about that. Curtin's been over his. Now he's had a ball, his hand back. So the threat of yellow card diminishes, and I think in fairness that's a good point, because when you're 50 odd points down, you don't need an extra man going off the park. I think it's a decision by the ref, because it's bad enough for Barbados. Anyway, the penalty's taken, and interestingly, Farrell's determined to score as many points as he can today. So he's got 3 tries. He's already got a couple of more than a couple of conversions. He's got penalties, and he's dropped goal. It's a clever by Farrell, and he's now out on the run, out on the breakout. Excellent going into the Bajan. Trinidad comes. Right up to the 20, then it's right for the tackle, drop forward out of the tackle, but excellent breakout by Barbados. Well done, Barbados. In good heart there, having been fine. It's Trinidad's put in at the but Barbados there making following the missed kick by Trinidad. The scrum and
51.
Following the,
Let me double check.
yeah. Sorry, there's one or two into the box, so sorry, a little bit of interruption there, but the score remains following that missed kick by 1-0 in favour of. Also in the box now is the president of the guy with me earlier. And he's, yeah, and of course Nascimento has been involved and well involved with not only women's rugby but with the North American West Rugby Association, a stalwart of rugby and promote rugby division over many years. So he's pleased to have with his kit, and I'm sure you're very proud that your team's in the final of the Cup Saturday.
Absolutely. I thought they put on a very good performance. In fact, very pleased with the standard of rugby generally. I think it's been a great show. And on Saturday that Caymanians will turn out in their large numbers and come support to a magnificent rugby.
Thanks for that, Kit, and I'm sure you're right, they will be here. You're looking at a very big crowd, and those of you watching can certainly have time to get a ticket and come and see this. I don't think there's any doubt whatsoever it's going to be Trinidad leaving in the field in this game, and they'll be playing Guyana at 4:30 p.m. time, which to Central Time in the United States. We're 5:40 p.m. so get yourselves on your planes, come down, find accommodation for you. Enjoy beautiful Cayman and real good rugby. Again to the International Rugby for helping us stage this, and some of you know we even have the William Webb Ellis Cup here over the weekend, so us at Cayman Rugby are very grateful for International Rugby for that. We are to rugby in the Cayman Islands and anywhere else. Game, and when you think the opening stage, very quick hit for the to take New Zealand in 2011. It's what a fantastic sport we have here, and since the International Rugby Board done. And Trinidad really on charge. The tackle goes in, Trinidad drop the ball, and Bajan, Barbados have the ball in the shape of Jonathan Goddard, but it's lost again, and missed tackle, and they tackle the wrong guy, Barbados. They're still trying to get in. It's pushed back, another slippery move by O'Farrell, who's all over the place today. Got to be man of the match. Pushed inside to Adam, the captain. He lobs over a pass. It's knocked by intercepted by Barbados. Managed to pin. It's just not working for them. Still going the dummy and going. Barbados, what do you do? This who's doing the best as he can today. Denniston Shepherd is bundled to the ground. Trinidad steal the ball, and Trinidad heads buried into the dirt. He's got a good taste of soil there, and a line out given to Barbados. So Barbados out 15 metres inside the Trinidad half. Can they make something out of this? Get a completion score. They've worked hard. They've been outclassed. It's got to be said. Worked hard, shown the spirit that we know Barbados have done so many years. The rugby in the Caribbean. So another change by Trinidad. On comes Kurt Washi for them. It's thrown by Barbados. The line. On by Trinidad. I don't know where I don't. And yes, the ref as always spots it, indicates, and to Barbados. About in to the Trinidad half. Let's see what they can make of this. Yes, tune in on the game start here at 10:30 a.m. our time. Good games of rugby in the offing. Again, we'll be playing at the beautiful home of Cayman Rugby, SSG, the South Sound. Just outside of Georgetown, the capital of the beautiful Cayman Islands here, North Caribbean. Trinidad have got that. It's slipped to foul. He slips a very fast, thrown out again, and it's not so good. Bit of a there by Trinidad. It's bobbling, and there's no advantage going to come out of that. Paul Brett calls it up for a scrummage to Barbados, centre of the 8 metres inside the Trinidad half, so Barbados to put in. Well, Mrs. Jones, wherever you are, I know I'm not going to get any chocolate this afternoon. It's quite possible that one of my country box here will slip to the floor and get me a cold one. It's a strong hint. People are looking as if I'm getting a lot of friendly advice now. Forced the way forward. Thank you very much, Sydney. An empty will do you no good. Certainly not the man of the board for you. Okay. Anything will do. So I can't stay on the air, so you'll just have to bring me something nice. So, trying to a brought out by the put inside for Kurt Johnson to try to break through. Loose ball. Still have the ball. Jink through. They're determined to score. They don't want to leave the with 0 against the game. So they picked up the ball. And there's the ball coming out the back. Again, they're going to try and set it up to the back. fly half, throws the dump very well. He's come through. They're holding onto his shirts. He puts it out. To no avail. There's a knock. Unfortunately, the pass, because of the tackling, wasn't good enough, and the young replacement, Kenneth Pan, just wasn't able to hang on to it. So he's knocked it forward. And Trinidad, thank you, Sydney, very kind. Yeah, he did indeed. He on another scrummage, about 15 metres inside the Trinidad half. About 10 metres in from the grandstand, but it's Trinidad in, so the way they're strong, he's been strong today. I don't see them having a problem here. Off goes, comes out, puts it back, and O'Farrell, he's not making any mess. He kicks long down the park and finds a touch. Nice bounce for him. It's got to be his day. He's got to have a bit of British or English in him. It's the 20th of April, it's St George's. It's got to be
Irish.
Well, he must have some English in him. I'm being corrected here in the commentary by my numerous statisticians and mathematicians. Ball's thrown short, and Adam Frederick picks up from the loose ball on the floor as the captain. What it about? O'Farrell again throws it forward. Fullback puts it out to his wing, but it's a slow ball. It's dropped by Trinidad, but it goes back. I think the referee's decreed. So Trinidad still have it. There's no scrummage for a knock-on. Backwards. O'Farrell still there. He's going to try for his another drop goal. Where's it gone? No, I think that went right. And derisory boozer that when you finish point going for a drop goal. Crowd not happy about that. What are you doing? They're saying. So the drop goes over young Abdil Giles, the substitute at full head, or right winger, I should say, and so Trinidad to break out, and they do so. They're still in their own half, but on the 10 metres, O'Farrell swings it out again, but Philip Lucas, the for fast up on him, and so we have a break. Barbados get it into the ruck. It's going to come inside. So Barbados looking up, sets up another attack with Ben Pettit, the tricky scrum half. The referee saying it's all right. Sean Ward's not had the happiest day, and he's knocking it on. He's been well in the action, Sean, but for him is just a few hard balls to catch for the fella, and the ball didn't go right for him then. But he's shown some strength, he's shown some heart. He made one hell of a good run out of defence here in the game. So he's still working hard. It's a knock on, and we expect a scrummage now some 20 metres inside of the... well, there you go. Large, big round of applause as O'Farrell takes his leave of the park. His duty for the day, all right. 3 tries and a number of conversions, a drop goal, a missed one just then, but he's got the whole set today, and there's not many players do the game. So well done to him. And as this match draws towards its close, Trinidad one of our touch judges, who's acting as a volunteer today, takes the ball. The ball knocks the sunglasses off her head, but she's got a big grin on her face. So a couple of our ladies taking on the job of touch job. Adam Fredericks really strong through on that ball from the line out. Really playing a captain's game today. Well done to him, and the Trinidadians really strong now, really surging forward. That's O'Farrell's. That's Raj Edwards, the Trinidad replacement for O'Farrell. He goes through. Sean Wood is now gripped and grabbed as he tries to break out, but there was a knock on by Trinidad, and Barbados have the scrum about 11 metres inside their own half and towards the centre of the field. So they're still working hard, Barbados, trying the best to get a score, but times obviously slipped away from them, and it's just a consolation now. And Trinidad, though, looking so strong. It's going to be hard work and a mistake off the back of the scrummage by Barbados there. Trinidad straight in top there, jump in, but down there they hold on in the tackle, and Barbados have it. They take the tap, they're determined, but oh dear, unfortunately slips, falls over. But Barbados still have it. They're still trying the best. They're up to their own 10-metre line now, and it's been stolen. It's been ripped off them by Trinidad. Lay the ball back, and here we go again. Trinidad on the attack. Is tackled on the Bajan 10-metre line. The scrum half goes in. The sound of that looked to me as though he'd been in the air, but the referee doesn't agree with me, and why should he? But so Trinidad still have it. To that up and under by Trinidad. Now Adam Fredericks goes for the ball. It was a loose ball rolling the pitch, but Adam Frederick, the captain of Trinidad, determined to make it his, and that's he's done. So Trinidad now arrive in a bit more force. He's a bit isolated. He's managed to control it, and there Trinidad again. The pick and run. They're trying to get the maul rolling well into the Bajan 22 now, and. Knock in, there's a little bit of a throw and a bit of acting there, I think. Bit of a tap back now. Here's a chance for Barbados, where he's overstepped it. And that's, I think even a man with a white stick might have seen that forward. Yes, some advice given to the referee. He looks disdainfully back at the grandstand, and I can't blame him for that. But yeah, I think, as I say, even a man with a white stick would have seen that one. It was bad luck for Barbados. They're trying that hard, I'm afraid, to score. That they're just making errors all over. But you know, in fairness to these two teams, they've been playing still very hot. The breeze is very slight, so it's still hot out there, and it takes it out of you. You're playing a full game of rugby in this heat against good competition that we're seeing out here at the moment. It's hard work. So. Scrum forms. They're inside the Bajan 10 metres. Trinidad to come in, and we can't be far off the final whistle, I'm sure. So there we go again. Another tap through by Trinidad, finds touch on the Bajan 22. I've not seen referee Paul Bretts look at his watch just yet. There has been a bit of injury time, but can't be far away, and he's perhaps sympathetic sort of character and hoping that Barbados can get on the scorecard as well. It's never nice to go off with a big score like that against you. So. Replacement, Kenneth Payne goes on for Barbados. As their hard-working prop, Robert Mayers, comes off for a rest at the end of the game. It's thrown long by Trinidad, taken by Trinidad, and sort of wrestling going on there rather than anything else. It's put out there. And Trinidad number 5, very strong player, puts it back but puts it straight into the arms of one of the Bajans, and a ruck forms centre of the park, but only about 20 metres out from the Bajan line. So it's thrown back. Barbados now so urgent to score that they're trying to run out of their own 22. They put it back straight into the arms of Trinidad in this time, so both teams are at it. They're both passing to each other, and Barbados have got it again. Another bit of loose play, and it's a knock on though by Barbados. Referee calls it back for a scrummage just inside Region 22. Trinidad to put in. I think soon be absolutely time for the referee to show a little mercy and blow full time. Yeah, we'll be expecting a big crowd here on Saturday because it's a rest day for everybody, and that's oh dear, that was a forward pass, I think, referee, the way that bobbled, but Adam Fredericks put it out, and Trinidad must be in for a try in the corner by Kelson Figaro, Felt there was a little bit of a knock on forward pass there, but so be it. It was still good play. Adam Fredericks, the captain of Trinidad, still in the thick of the action, and they managed to go through. And Kelson Figaro, the Trinidad fullback, who's also had a very good game. All these Trinidad players had a good game. They come back, and that's 56-0, which is a big score in anybody's language, particularly in a semi-final of a cup competition. So O'Farrell's substitute, Raj Edwards, steps up and he's trying to get himself on the scorecard for the conversion. It's a nice kick. It's in the right direction, but it's short, and I think that's going to be the end, and certainly is. So well done, Trinidad and Tobago. Nice round of applause. 56 points and Barbados 0. So Barbados showed what heart they had, but certainly a long way off that. So on Saturday, as we were suggesting some time ago, it's Trinidad versus Guyana in the cup final at 4:30. But come and join us here at South Sound Ground in Grand Cayman for the first game that kicks off between Jamaica and Cayman at 10:30 a.m. and 4 games of exciting Caribbean regional rugby for you to follow that. All right, good evening everybody. Been good talking to you.